Hello and welcome back to Focus Atlanta. Thanks so much for continuing to watch. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about your health. It's that time of year, and I know some of you are thinking, should I get a flu shot? Do I need to, what kind of vaccines? Well, there is a bit of a triple-demic happening, and I'm here with Dr. Malia.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, I'm so glad to be here.
It's really important that people start to think about what type of vaccine, if they need to get a vaccine for this time of year. I think that some people kind of forgotten about the flu shot, forgotten about the flu. We've been so busy thinking about COVID and things like that. But you're saying we need to think about all of it.
Yeah, this is a really exciting moment for public health and for people who care about their health. For the first time, we have vaccines against the three most common winter respiratory illnesses. So that's flu, COVID, and RSV. And if we can get a large number of eligible people vaccinated, we think it will reduce serious illness, hospitalization, and death, and ease the burden on hospitals that were overwhelmed last year by the triple-demic that you mentioned.
Now, can we talk a little about RSV? I think that for many people still think, that's an infant's disease. That's about babies. That's not something that I have to worry about. But really what I'm learning now is that all of us kind of have to think about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, RSV definitely affects infants. It's the most common cause of infant hospitalization in this country. So if you're a parent or grandparent with an infant in your life, you've probably experienced that. But RSV also affects older adults. So the recommendation for the RSV vaccine is for adults over the age of 60, pregnant women, and infants.
Wow, that blows my mind, because again, I think that we don't always know who's at risk. And now we're talking about not only maybe our infants, but our parents. We should be concerned about, we should make sure that they are getting all of the vaccinations that they need. Is there anything that we should be concerned about in terms of timing? Like if we just got our flu shot, can we go ahead and get the COVID shot at the same time? Do we need to space it out? What do we need to know about timing?
That's a great question. So I mentioned to you who is recommended to get the RSV vaccine. Just really quickly on flu and COVID, it's easy. Anybody 6 months of age or over is recommended to get the flu and COVID shots this year. So you can get the flu and COVID shot at the same time. Some people recommend maybe getting one in each arm, but it's completely safe to do so and probably easier for most people to get them done on one visit. But for those that prefer, they can also get them done on separate visits.
Okay, that's good to know. I've got to say, I was so scared about getting them both at the same time. I got them both in the same arm because I didn't want to be sore on both sides of my body. So I thought, well, let's do everything on one arm.
And that's completely fine too. I think when you are with your doctor or your pharmacist or your nurse practitioner, just tell them I prefer it in both of them in the same arm or in separate arms.
Well, I'm glad that you cleared that up, because I was like, is it okay for me to do this? And you're right. The nurse said, it's fine. If you want me to just do one arm, that's exactly what we'll do. But is there a place that we could go to learn more information? I know that people still have many questions in terms of, again, timing and what vaccines they might need and what vaccines they need to get taken care of during this flu season. Is there a place that they can visit and get more information?
A great place to go is vaccines.gov.gov. And a really important thing I want to mention to folks is that if you have insurance, whether it's through your employer or through a public source like Medicare or Medicaid, all these vaccines will be covered at no cost. For those folks who do not have insurance, the federal government has set up a program called the Bridge Access Program for COVID. And it will cover the full cost of the COVID vaccine this year. And at vaccines.gov, you can find a site in your community where you can receive that free COVID shot.
Oh my goodness, Dr. Malia, you've been so helpful today. Thank you so much for bringing all of this information to us. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
It was great to talk with you.
All right, guys, we've got all of the details, all the information that we need. Please take the opportunity to go to the website and learn more if, in fact, it's time for you to get your vaccinations. It's that time of year. We've been thinking about the flu shot. We've been thinking about the COVID shot. Go ahead and read up and see what you need and make sure you get it done. Thanks so much for tuning in to this segment of Focus Atlanta. We'll be right back with more.